years around the promised land because they sat there and they didn't want to go into the promised land. So, although I left Egypt, Egypt still lives in me. How many times do we feel in our lives that all of the things that have gone wrong or are going wrong in our lives are still going wrong? And then we ask ourselves, why are they going wrong? Why, right? As humans, we like to catastrophize a lot of things. We like to make it seem, that everything is bigger when God already gave us grace and mercy every day. He gives us grace and mercy every single day, every day. Okay. The thing is that the devil's job is to kill, steal, and destroy us. And how does it start? It starts from our mind, and whatever it is that our mind starts thinking is whatever it is. Then we start believing it, and then we live it into action, right? And here's the thing. The word says that God's people perish for the lack of knowledge. Okay. And a lot of the times, the reason why we perish for the lack, or perish meaning die, why we perish is because we don't have the knowledge as to what is happening in the situation, because we don't ask the Holy Spirit for discernment. A lot of the times I have seen myself in the same situation, in financial distress. I could have a job that gives me a whole bunch of money a month. I could have a job that is helping me out in the aspect of me paying my bills off. But then there's that one little thing that the enemy keeps throwing at me. And my biggest thing was addiction to shopping and addiction to clothing and things of that nature. And I would sit there and have a conversation with myself, right? And try to make it okay for myself to feel okay in that addiction. And what I would do instead was I give myself excuses and say, you know what? No, but this is a cute outfit. And I really like this, and I don't have this. And I compare this with that. And then at the end of the day, I came out with $300, $400, $500 worth of shopping that I probably shouldn't have done. Right. And so I was keeping myself in bondage, right? Because our Egypt is our trauma and our bondage that we continue to hold in our lives. And I continued to sit there and live in that bondage and continue to still do it right now in my life. There's a lot of things in my life that I am trying to change, right? In order for me to get into the direction of God. And listen, we all fall short of the glory. God gives us free will on purpose, and he knows that he wants us to come to him when we're ready to come to him, right? But it's also our responsibility to have this relationship with God. So then how do we get out of this bondage? How do we get out of wherever it is that we are trying to get to, right? If we're getting out of